Okay, so we'll start now because time is always of the essence. And after that excellent introduction by Secretary West, I think I have been asked by my protocol team to focus on important aspects of visits. So I'll stick to visits, and if there are questions after that on other aspects of protocol, I'm very happy to take those questions. But I'm told that there's a lot of interest on visits, so I'll deal with 5-6 key aspects of visit as I see it right at the center as the boss of all this. Okay, the first point, and I think I must say this, that the exercise, the end objective of this entire exercise is to better the system so that all of us work together. You in the States and us here in Delhi, we must all work together because I think, as one of you mentioned, there is an enormous amount of coordination and partnership and collaboration that is required of us in protocol. And until all of us are on the same page, the systems don't work very well. Okay, so the first point, which I touched upon also during the session chaired by Secretary West, how do we better our coordination? One thing that comes to my mind is, let us request all of you states, whenever there are VVIP visits, to identify a nodal point, a visit nodal point, right? So whenever there are visits, we have a visit nodal point in MEA, apart from the Chief of Protocol and the Deputy Chief of Protocol, who's sitting right next to me, and Protocol Officer Anil. There is always, apart from the three of us, a visit nodal point, right? So that visit nodal point then becomes the operational arm for all of us for that particular visit in Delhi and in the States. Now we want you to identify a visit nodal point for each and every visit. Now that will make coordination very simple. In case of emergency, your focal point can be in touch with our focal point and vice versa. So I think let us do that going forward as one of the takeaways of this meeting, that we all have visit focal points from you who can be in touch with our visit focal points. The second point that I will pick up on visits is that, you know, it is not enough to just do a visit without a glitch. And you will forgive me for being so exacting, but all is about beauty, about sophistication, it's about elegance. It is about, you know, presenting yourself and your country in the most beautiful manner. That is what protocol also is. So we pride ourselves in doing it right, but we also pride ourselves in doing it with a sophisticated elegance. Really bear that in mind. Nothing but the best will do. That is our job. The third point that I will pick up on is that ours has to be the most flexible act in town, right? Now, what do I mean by this? There are protocol norms and guidelines and a framework for protocol, and we all follow that. We all have our books. We know that this is to be done, that is to be done. When a head of state comes, there's a tarmac arrival, departure, so many cars, motorcade, this, that, and the other. Of course, and we must follow systems. I'm the first person to say that. But remember, at the end of the day, we are facilitators. Facilitators, we are providing a platform for successful diplomacy. Our job is to clear hurdles the best that we can so that our political leadership can get on with the agenda in the best national. And I think the final point that I have picked up is this, and please don't misunderstand this. This is not a complaint, but when heads of state come visiting to your states, we need to provide suitable vehicles. This is a very quick roundup of issues as I see some of these being very, very urgent. There are many issues. Protocol visits. I was told that protocol visits is really what I should speak on, so I'm speaking on that. All of you are doing a tremendous job. I can't think of many occasions when complaints have come to us. People have been struck by the warmth, because that is our very nature. But I thought these 6-7 quick points will sort of give you a flavor of how we do it from Delhi, how we look at these issues, and where we need to be constantly vigilant. Because at the end of the day, our job is a job that requires acute attention to detail, but at the same time, it can't be done in a robotic fashion. It cannot be done in a workman-like fashion. It has to be executed with style, with elegance, and with sophistication. So thank you very much, and the floor is now open.